Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is ASAD YAQUB and I am from Lahore, Pakistan, and I teach IELTS here. I'm going to give you a study plan for your IELTS preparation. Many of you continuously ask me this question, how to get 8 bands, 7 bands, 7.5 band in IELTS listening, and some of you especially asked me how to prepare for listening. Give us a study plan. We need a study plan, we need a formula, we need a roadmap, that if we walk on that roadmap, we make sure that we are getting our required band score. So that's why I'm going to share a roadmap for listening, and this roadmap may lead to band score 7, band score 8 or even 8.5, it depends. Let me tell you, this video is only going to be useful for you if you are going to listen to me carefully and act upon my advice. If you don't act upon my advice, you watch this video, you like it, yeah, you are in your imagination, you visualize a good band score for yourself and you think by watching this video you will get your required band, that is not possible. In order to get your desired band, you have to actually and practically apply these techniques. You have to follow this study plan. Once you follow this study plan, once you do your studies with this study plan, you will be able to achieve your required band score. So let's take a start without any further delay. As you all know, for listening there are Cambridge IELTS books available. There are around 13 books, book number 1 to book number 13. Now what you guys need to do, if you just talk about all these 13 books, in these 13 books there are 52 tests, listening tests. I'm just talking about listening at the moment. In each book there are 4 listening tests. Now what you guys need to do, you need to just start your IELTS listening preparation with one section only. It is section 1. Now just do section 1, don't do section 2, don't do section 3, don't do section 4, just do section 1 and do it very carefully. Let me tell you, there is one thing we call it debriefing. After each practice test of section 1, you must do the debriefing session. Now what is the debriefing session? You did section 1, questions 1 to 10. At the end you need to check your answers and then you got to see how many answers are correct, how many answers are incorrect. The answers which are incorrect, why are they incorrect? Do I have spelling mistakes? If you have spelling mistakes, you need to learn the spelling. Do I have any other mistake that I write extra words? Right, instead of writing 2 words, I write 3 words, or I write any extra word. Do I have that? So you need to find out what sort of mistakes are there that you do, or maybe you don't understand, maybe some questions are missed by you, right? So you need to just do that. Once this debriefing session is done, go to the second test, section 1. Test number 3, section 1. Test number 4, section 1. This is how you got to finish book 1. Now initially probably there will be 5 correct answers. If you are weak in listening, 6 correct answers, 7, 8 and all that stuff. But as you go on, section 1, book number 13, all section 1, 4 tests, book number 12, and you need to come back from the latest book to the oldest one. Do not start with book 1. Start with book number 13. Because book number 13 has got the latest tests. Once you are done with book number 13, then come back to book number 12. Then come to book number 11, book number 10, book number 9, and you can come back up to book number 5. That is fine. Once you are getting 10 out of 10 in listening section 1, now is the time. I mean, if in 5 consecutive tests you are getting 10 out of 10 in section 1, immediately switch to section 2. Even if you have not done all the tests, if in 5 consecutive tests you are getting 10 out of 10 in section 1, move to section 2. Now in the same way, book number 13, test number 1, section 2. Do the test, do the debriefing session, check the type of mistakes, nature of mistakes and all that. Then test number 2, section 2. Test number 3, section 2. Test number 4, section 2. All section do's you need to do. Now, by doing this procedure, you are actually improving your listening skill. You are enhancing your understanding of English language, and this listening will impact your speaking as well. If you listen carefully, if you listen with observation, if you listen with analysis, with proper analysis, this may influence your accent, your pronunciation as well. So once you start getting 10 out of 10 in section 2 in 5 consecutive tests, now is the time to move to section 3. Now again start with book number 13 and only section 3, right? You did section 3, book number 13, test 1. Check your answers, how many answers are correct, work out, debriefing session. So you got to deal with it section by section. Let me tell you, Cambridge people, they have made IELTS listening test in 4 parts, and these 4 parts are basically 4 levels. Section 1 is actually level 1, section 2 is level 2, section 3, section 1 is very basic level, right? Their telephone numbers, mobile numbers, passport number, name, spelling and all that. Section 2 is level number 2, section 3 is level 3, and section 4 is the advanced level. Basic level, maybe after basic it's intermediate, right? This is above intermediate, and this is advanced level. So when you do all section 1s, actually you are preparing yourself for section 2. Remember when you used to go to school in class 1, all your teachers, they were preparing you to go to class 2. When you were in class 2, all the teachers, all the subjects, right, they were preparing you to go to class 3. And when you were in class 3, they were preparing you for class 4. In the same way, if you are going to do IELTS listening like this, section 1 will prepare you for section 2. Section 2 will prepare you for section 3, and section 3 will prepare you for section 4. So once in section 3 you are getting 10 out of 10 in 5 consecutive tests, right? And while doing this, you will go through a variety of questions, a variety of dialects, a variety of audios, right? Try to understand what they speak, try to adopt their sentences, try to adopt their phrases they use in their conversation and all that. So after this, when you reach section 4, now you got to do the same with section 4. And once you start getting, I mean, if your desired band is 8, so you should get at least 8 correct answers in section 4. So once you're 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 and 8 out of 10 if you want 8 bands in IELTS listening. So according to your band score, you may see where do you stand. But remember, in section 1 and 2, no compromise. There should be 20 out of 20 in the first 2 sections. 20 out of 20 without any compromise here, right? So over here you can check, and in section 4 you can see what sort of mistakes are there, and while doing this you will go through a variety of questions, multiple choice, sentence completion, table completion, map, this, that, and you got to work out every type of questions. Again, I'm telling you that debriefing session is basically a session where you got to work out why you made the mistakes, what sort of mistakes are there and all that. Once you are done with all Cambridge tests, right? Once you are getting your required band score, now you should take some new tests, right? And complete 4 sections. Right, now is the time to take full test, and those full tests you can take from Cambridge official guide to IELTS, or you can take them from IELTS trainer, or you can buy some tests from British Council or IDP. They also provide you some tests. Now take a complete test and check your result, right? So this is a foolproof way. This is a way that will lead you to 8 bands or even 8+ bands if you follow that. And remember, you should have patience to do that all. It's not going to be done in a day. It might take a couple of weeks, or it might take a couple of months, right? But let me tell you, this is a foolproof planning, right? This is the only way that will improve your listening up to your desired band, up to your required band. So you must do it. It could be a good idea if you print out just section 1, of all the tests, then just section 2 of all the tests, section 3 and section 4, and this is how you can just go on. And if you're planning to take the test, I mean they provide you the headphones, then you must practice with hand-free or headphone with your mobile device. You can just do that. And if they don't provide hand-free or headphones, then you should practice with open speakers, play the audio and take the test. So let me tell you, this is tried and tested method. If you are going to follow this, you will end up getting a very good band in listening, and then very soon you will reach Canada, you will reach Australia, New Zealand, England, or wherever you want to go. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel, because you need me. You need to subscribe my channel, and you should comment this video as well. Apply this method and then tell me the result, right? Whatever the result comes out, like how many answers are correct and how does this method help you achieve your required band score, share that with me as well. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best with your IELTS listening, with your IELTS listening preparation, and believe you me, this is the best way to improve your IELTS listening. Follow this map, follow this roadmap, and definitely you would be able to achieve your required bands. Take good care of yourselves. Happy learning. Allah Hafiz.